were villages till about few years back. But can we allow this kind of urbanization happening in an unplanned, unorganized manner? Because we've seen the consequences. So we have now a dedicated National Geospatial Mission, which is going to be a sequel to the National Geospatial Policy, which this department brought out 2 years back. And that will in turn connect with the Gati Shakti. So that you have an organized urban planning using modern tools, satellites, drones. Like for example, you have only one of its kind city in India called Chandigarh. But possibly if we are seeking that kind of planning, then we need to have a more institutionalized method. 4 telescopes, the Professor Abhay has already spoken about, and how they are going to supplement the space program also. The carbon capture 20,000 crore with Dr. Rajesh Gokhale mentioned is going to address our environmental issues, going to address our industrial decarbonization, and also the circular economy. So multiple benefits. And AI in agriculture. So we have AI now being used almost everywhere, formally, informally, officially, unofficially. So we have tried to streamline it in a more institutionalized manner by giving an exclusive emphasis or exclusive kind of an option for agriculture AI, which is called Bharat Vistar. So the farmers are benefited by the optimum utility of AI without getting exploited by its effects which are not desirable. And similarly, AI for Divyangs. In the Indian Semiconductor Mission, we have ISM 2.0, which is of course a continuity of the earlier one. And in the Earth Sciences, Dr. Ravi Chandran already mentioned. In fact, I think it's also a matter of gratification for us that most of the announcements which are made for other ministries also have a bearing on our ministry. So none of them would be able to carry forward any of those announcements or implement them without the support of one of these ministries or one of these secretaries setting on this side. That's what was being hinted by Dr. Kalai Selvi as well. So the fishing, allowing fishing in the exclusive economic zone is a big game changer. Possibly sitting in New Delhi, we don't understand the implications of it, but if same media meet was held in Chennai, for example, it would have created a lot of enthusiasm and curiosity. So deep sea fishing, other fishing zones which can provide better quality. So it's going to be economy, it's also going to be a step towards food security. And as far as Jammu Kashmir is concerned, there's one interesting, but Pallav always undertakes all these adventures. You travel to that place to first see saffron, then to see lavender. So that we are the first ministry to have done this briefing. Of course, we didn't have the privilege or the good fortune or the blessing to be finance ministry, as Pallav rightly mentioned, but short of that. So I think that's also because of the realization we deeply feel, and we also feel indebted, humbled, grateful that most of the announcements made for each of the, even for Divyangs, are technology driven. There is a Divyang Kaushal Yojana, a self-help entrepreneurship for women, which is appropriately named as SHE program. So the idea of reaching out to you as soon as possible was also that these are some of the, the earlier mindset does not absorb these things very readily. So we need to actually make them explain. So, okay, there is something for everybody. There is something for the middle class man as well. There is something for the poorest of the poor as well. Because we are given to that thought process, how much salary hike and how much. But all this in a nutshell is going to help. 4 institutes of Ayurveda in the country on the terms of, on the lines of caves. So all these things put together, and there's 2 institutes of pharmaceutical, both academic as well as 3. So all this is going to affect all sections of society. So I think with your help, we will be able to carry forward the right message and also be able to convince each and every citizen of this country how best to carry forward this mission of Viksit Bharat or the New India.
Thank you very much, sir.
not for checking sabotage or even conducting sabotages. So there are other ministries. I think the question could be directed to Ministry of Defence or Ministry of Home Affairs or Ministry of External Affairs. But as of now, we have not come across any such report.
Sir, just a follow-up question again. There were 8 foreign satellites which had, on board the PSLV. You said that the mission will be attempted again around June. Have the same companies come back to you? I mean,
timeline for that, and ultimately when you go to
I think timeline is by the April-May time frame we will select few fund managers. And then the fund managers may take another 6 to 8 months, to actually make their first decisions.
so but out of 193 applications, tentatively how many applications will
I think we have not, this 31st January was the last date, we have not yet looked at the data yet. So we will not be able to comment, what types of these fund managers are there and how many we selected. Only after the analysis we
आप देख रहे हैं लाइव न्यूज 99 राष्ट्र सबसे पहले।